Look at all these niggas behind me. There's no amount of money you could give anyone in this room to slime. And that's why I fuck with you, Janiyah. It could be $5. She wouldn't slime me out. It could be $5,000. She not slime me out.
No.
It could be $5 million. She not slamming me out. It could be $5 million. She not slamming me out.
Backdoors have been part of the human civilization since the beginning of recorded history. Now, for anyone not familiar with the term backdoor, it pretty much is just slang for betrayal done behind your back, but betrayal done behind your back by someone that you consider to be your mans or your day one. We call it a backdoor because they didn't face you face to face and do it, they did it behind your back. A majority of backdoors are done out of jealousy, like Cain killing his brother Abel, which was the first backdoor in human history, or when Scarfuck ass betrayed Mufasa. WWE might be the single greatest institution for this type of behavior, no cap.
I'm not playing. I'm gonna rip your head off.
Because in wrestling, we have seen plenty of friends betray their friends. We've seen tag team partners betray their tag team partners, and brothers backdoor their own brothers. Like Matt and Jeff Hardy, for example. Going into Royal Rumble 2009, Jeff Hardy was one of the most over acts in the company since Stone Cold. He had just won a WWE championship. The crowds was going crazy for this man every single week. And I know y'all heard it a million times, but I'm gonna reiterate it for y'all one more time. This nigga was bigger than Obama in 2008 and 2009. While all this was going on, Matt Hardy had been watching all this from the sideline and became jealous. He became jealous that it was not him in that position, but instead his brother Jeff Hardy. Royal Rumble 2009. Jeff Hardy versus Edge for the WWE Championship. No disqualification match. Somebody runs down mid-match, sets up a concerto with Jeff Hardy on Edge, and then swings and hits Jeff on the head with the chair instead. That somebody was Matt fucking Hardy.
There is no such thing anymore as the Hardy Boys.
This was the first backdoor I had ever witnessed live as a young boy. And what made it even worse was that this nigga helped Edge of all people. Edge. This man could have chose any other time specifically to backdoor Jeff, but he chose that one night against Edge. And this is around the time that I absolutely despised Edge as a young boy, bro. I could not stand this dude. Every single time one of my favorite superstars was in a match with Edge, this is all I heard at the end of the match. I got tired of that song after a while, bro. But back to Matt Hardy, that nigga broke every heart in the hood that day, bro. The streets still haven't forgiven this nigga to this day for what he did. But Matt Hardy ain't the only nigga to backdoor his brother, because Big Jimmy Uso also did some backdoor activities. After Money in the Bank, when the Usos had defeated Roman and Solo Sikoa in that tag team match, there was a segment on SmackDown, I believe it was, a week later, and Jimmy and Jay had got beaten down by Roman and Solo and had written Jimmy off of TV after that beatdown. Well, right after that, Jay Uso decided it was time to get some get back for his brother. But then he did something that Jimmy kind of took a little bit personal, because he challenged Roman for a WWE title shot match at SummerSlam that year in 2023. Now look, I get where Jimmy was coming from saying you just get hurt and then your brother go and challenge Roman for the WWE Championship literally as soon as you get hurt that same night. I get where he coming from, but look, me personally, I'm the type, if I see family thriving, listen, we all thriving, so you gotta support that, you know what I'm saying? But I guess Big Jim wasn't feeling that same way, because in arguably Jay's biggest match of his career, Jimmy decided it was backdoor season and cost his own twin the title at SummerSlam. This kind of shocked me, because I thought Big Jim was a thorough dude. I thought there was no way he could backdoor his brother, even with all the rumors leading up to the show about him potentially betraying Jay. But then I remember Matt Hardy existed, and he did the same shit to Jeff Hardy back in 2009. Now I will say this, I did see a TikTok somewhere of someone who believes that they traced the real origin of this beef. Where it is, back in 2014, in a segment on Main Event, Jimmy basically told Jay that his cooking was not good. And I must say that if this is true, then Jay's cooking must have been so bad that Jimmy was quietly plotting for 9 years to get revenge. 9 years of sitting across the table, forcing it down, smiling, nodding, lying to his brother's face, telling him that his meat was scrumptious. Pause. Meanwhile, the plan was already in motion.
Your cooking is good. No, scrumptious. Hell no. You don't like my chicken? You don't like my chicken? Hey.
I might have to hear Jimmy out on this one. How do you mess up chicken, son? This is genuinely the one back door in your entire list I might have to reconsider. Some things just cannot be forgiven, and being a bad cook is one of them. Now, Matt and Jimmy are snakes, no doubt, but neither one of them hold a candle to this next person on this list. It is June 2nd, 2014, one night removed from the Shield, putting absolute belt to Evolution at Extreme Rules. Next night on Raw, Batista quits and walks out of WWE in kayfabe, which leaves the Authority scrambling for a plan B. And I'm not talking about the plan B that your girl take after you know what.
Plan B. There's always a plan B.
And as Triple H infamously said, dealing with him, there's always a plan B. And that plan B was Seth Backdoor Rollins. This man picks up a steel chair, and before he even swings it, you could hear the man in the crowd yell, "Oh my God!" And I need you to understand, the pain in this man's voice was not coming from just a wrestling fan. No, this was coming from a human being who was about to witness the absolute worst canon event happen in real time. I felt every bit of that pain. Seth nails Roman in the back with the chair, and then Son proceeds to put absolute Timberlands on Dean Ambrose with that chair. Seth was faulting this man so bad that homie bent the chair just by hitting Dean Ambrose with it. Listen, I get why Roman does not like Seth to this day, but I completely understand if Dean Ambrose wanted to completely erase this nigga off the face of the earth, because he did not have to kill him with that chair. I seen why this nigga Dean Ambrose wanted this man so every time that he got the chance to catch him, bro. It was on sight every single time, no talking.
I've been counting paper, I got new cuts. Hood on my head, back in colors and the picture of Martin, not the Ku Klux. Blood on the in and through the exit, lit the room up. Took a long time to get the red carpet like a ladder, now I need a new.
Everything so far has at least been in kayfabe, but this next one wasn't cooked up in the creative room. No. This one was a real life backdoor. Matt Hardy and Lita had been together for 6 years. In 2004, Matt Hardy had went down with a knee injury. Lita and Edge both had similar neck injuries around the same time, so they started spending time together during recovery. And Edge at this point was married, not single. He was married on his second wife. So this is not a gray area. This was a deliberate decision made by two grown adults who knew exactly what they were doing. One day, Matt Hardy finds text from Edge on Lita's phone and absolutely loses his mind. He crashes out. He starts posting everything publicly online, which I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's kind of a normal reaction for some people. Which, I mean, if you find out your girl just cheated on you, you most likely gonna air her out as a 304 to everybody online to see. WWE then fires Matt Hardy, the man who just got cheated on, for talking about it and airing it out online, which I can understand from a business standpoint. But then Vince goes and turns this whole real life situation into a TV storyline with Edge and Lita as a on-screen couple. This man monetized Matt Hardy's heartbreak into weekly content while he is sitting at home with walking papers.
Fist is gonna exactly, because your life is wrestling and that's it. You can't separate, like I said before.
When I was out hurt, you stupid bastard, you lying coward. What did you do? You did everything you could do to get inside my girl's head and inside her pants.
Yeah, I waited for you to leave, Matt. No, you couldn't supply what a real man needs to supply. You can't do it. You're a little boy, plain and simple.
Matt Hardy eventually got brought back only to lose the Edge twice before being shipped off to SmackDown, effectively ending that feud and leaving this nigga with possibly the biggest L any nigga could possibly take. This man not only got his girl taken, but he got fired just to be brought back to lose 2 out of the 3 matches that they had and then get traded off to SmackDown. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, me, Vince, and Edge would have had to run a fade, bro. Now, every backdoor up to this point has had a specific reason behind it, a specific motivation, but these last 3 do not operate like that. These last 3 are not only people who just did a backdoor. Nah, these people are the backdoor. These are the people that will set you up and leave the backdoor wide open for your ops to come through. Loyalty is not a value that they hold. It is a resource they use until it runs dry and then they walk away at a completely normal pace like absolutely nothing happened. Let's start with Kevin Owens first, because Kevin Owens might be the fakest nigga known to mankind. And I say that with respect because the commitment that this nigga has to this behavior across this many years and this many victims is genuinely something to study. His relationship with Sami Zayn alone could be his own YouTube video. Best friends since they were teenagers, came up together, got to the WWE together, and KO has turned on Sami Zayn so many times that I have lost count. And you would think that after a while, Sami Zayn would just stop trusting this nigga. But he doesn't. And I cannot keep feeling bad for somebody who's going to keep getting backdoored and keep going right back to that same person trusting him. The one that sealed Kevin Owens' backdoor legacy forever for me is the Festival of Friendship in 2017. February 2017, Chris Jericho plans an entire event on Raw for Kevin Owens the night before Valentine's Day. Just the homie looking out for his homie.
Being your partner, it's made this last year the WWE one of my favorite years of my entire career, and a lot of that's because of you.
This man had set up a portrait of those two, a magician off Craigslist, a cutout cardboard of Goldberg because he know Kevin Owens hated Goldberg around this time. I mean, we all did. And a whole production for his best friend on live television. Kevin Owens waits through every single bit of it.
You're my brother, okay? And I love you, man. Honestly, I really do. And I'm gonna have your back always. That's never gonna change, okay?
And at the most sentimental moment of the entire night, he gives Chris Jericho a gift. That gift was a new list. But what Chris Jericho didn't know though, was that was not a list of Chris Jericho. Nah, that was a list of Kevin Owens. And his name was the first to be on that list.
Oh my God! Kevin Owens! Kevin Owens beating the hell out of Jericho! Gust on the face of Owens.
How come my name's on this?
Dog, I have never been more hurt in my life by a sentence. And the crazy part is, this ain't even the first time Chris Jericho has gotten backdoored. Because Christian backdoored this man in 2004 over Trish Stratus. I know y'all remember the one I'm talking about. Why does my nigga Chris Jericho keep leaving that backdoor open, bro? Up next, we got Paul Heyman and Triple H. I couldn't decide who got the #1 backdoor artist spot, so they share it. These two niggas are the founding fathers of being slimy. Let's start with Paul Heyman first. I'm gonna name off all the people that have trusted this man. Big Show trusted him. CM Punk trusted him. Brock Lesnar trusted this man twice so deeply that he became an extension of his entire identity for years. Roman Reigns trusted him so much that he made him his special counsel. RVD trusted him, and he has turned his back on every single one of them. And what makes him different is that none of it was ever impulsive either. Every single time he waited until it was the worst possible moment for the person he was leaving and the best possible moment for him. This man has an internal algorithm running at all times, and when that calculation flips, you will not get a warning. You would just look over one night and he'll be standing over on the other side. The WrestleMania 41 moment where he betrayed CM Punk and Roman Reigns at the same time might be the greatest display of backdoor efficiency this industry has ever witnessed. Most people work one at a time, but this nigga Paul Heyman looked at the WrestleMania main event and said, I can do both tonight.
Paul, you better make the right choice. Paul Heyman has made his choice. Oh no! Saying Paul Heyman low blown his best friend. I acknowledge you, my friend. And now, oh my God! Paul Heyman, you suck! Low blows his best friend in his drama team.
Hall of Fame backdoor artist badge. July 22nd, 2002. Shawn Michaels had just come back after 4 years away from a back injury that everybody thought was a career ender. This man found God, he got his life together, and the only person he wanted to reunite with was his best friend, Triple H. DX reunites on the episode of Raw. They get in the ring, they grab a mic, and they do their little shtick for a couple of minutes on the mic, and then this nigga Triple H decides to start hyping up the crowd. He asks the people that if they are ready. You know, the usual, are you ready?
Are you ready?
And proceeds to hit one of the greatest pedigrees I've ever seen on Shawn Michaels.
What is this? Triple H on a pedigree of Shawn Michaels. God almighty. What the hell is it?
His best friend, who just spent 4 years relearning how to walk, chose him as the first person he wanted to come back to. And this is how he repaid him. But that's not even the worst part of all this. Nah, because let me tell you how insane this nigga was. Because the next week on Raw, somebody attacked Shawn Michaels in a parking lot and puts his head through a car window, leaving him bloody. And Triple H runs to the scene, acting completely distraught, like this man didn't just pedigree him the last week and was just in the middle of a promo calling this dude washed.
I'm doing as okay as I can.
Next week, playing detective on Raw, confronting the Big Show, confronting Booker T, running through the whole roster, demanding to know who did this to his best friend. Nigga, we know it was you. We seen the footage, nigga. We caught you in 4K. Okay, not 4K, but 240p. Watching this back, this shit literally confused me as a kid because this nigga attacked his best friend, put his head through a car window, and then spent the entire week pretending to investigate his own crime. Like, that's how you know a nigga guilty, when they helping you look for something that they took. Nigga, I seen you take the charger, my nigga. Why are you helping me look for it? He did all this on his nigga's birthday, by the way. What the hell kind of birthday gift is this, bro? And of course, I can't forget the moment he kicked Randy Orton out of Evolution because he won the world title that he felt like he should have had, or when he turned on Ric Flair in 2005 for whatever reason. Or even the moment where he turned on his own hand-picked guy, Seth Rollins, in 2017. Although, you know what? I think I'm gonna give him a pass on this one. Seth Rollins low-key deserved that for what he did to the show. Simply put, do not trust this nigga Triple H. As a matter of fact, don't trust anybody on this list. Only person y'all should trust is me. I would never backdoor y'all. Not even if I was offered $5 million to slide one of y'all out. I'm not doing it. Let me know y'all's picks down below for the biggest snake in WWE history. Follow the socials for more wrestling content. And the Vox quote of the day.
Close that back door, can you shake that back home?
Voice out.
I cannot stop jacking my dick. I be jacking it. I cannot stop jacking my dick. I be jacking it. I cannot stop jacking my dick. I be jacking it. I cannot stop jacking my dick. I be jacking it. I cannot stop jacking my dick. I be jacking it.